The specific method that I will be describing is called the stacking method. Now let me ask how many of you in the audience during a job interview have heard the statement, "Tell me a little bit about yourself." Of course, everyone has. This is kind of a generic question that a lot of interviewers open the process with because they're either nervous or insecure about their abilities to perform the interview. So step number one is put in place to kind of eliminate that nervousness or insecurity. The first step is going to be to ask about family, and to outline this or diagram it, you want to draw yourself a house. Now, it can just be a basic house. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. You just put your 2 windows in, your door, roof, and everybody knows it's a house. The significance of asking about family is going to give you kind of a more personal idea of the employee or future employee that you're interviewing. And it kind of makes the interview process a little more smooth, a little more personal, less formal. Makes them a little more comfortable and a little bit easier for them to open up and answer more personal questions. It can also kind of give you an idea of what kind of person they are. How close are they with their family? Do they have good relationships with their siblings? Do they have pets at home? What are their responsibilities around the house? Especially for younger job applicants, this can really give you a sense of their home life and what they do at the home. Whether they have weekly chores, if they are taking care of a pet, if they help take care of younger siblings. The second step is going to be education. The symbol for education is just a simple chair and a desk. You can draw that in either window. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the first one. The significance of education is just kind of give you an idea of the dedication of the person. What kind of employee you're going to have on your hands if you hire them. Are they qualified for the job? Are they currently enrolled in any college courses? Are they in high school? What their situation is with education. Are you going to have to work around schedules? Are they going to be dedicated to the job? Or is this something they're using as just some financial help while they're in school? The third step is to ask them what their first job was. For this, you're just going to draw a big 1 in the middle of the house. You can draw a circle around it, put stars around it, whatever you need to do to focus on that 1. Kind of looks like maybe it's just the address for the house. First job is a big one. That's really going to tell you a lot about a person, especially depending on their age. If it's an older applicant, their first job is something they stuck with for a long time. That's once again going to tell you a lot about their dedication and how long they might plan on sticking with your company. If their first job was something that they hated, they couldn't stand it, but they stuck with it, they continued the job, they went through it during school, whatever they were doing, it's going to tell you a lot about that person. It's going to tell you a lot about their character and their dedication. Number 4 is to ask them what their biggest accomplishment was. And this can be about anything. It can be about school, it can be about sports, it can be about a job, something with their family, a simple little trophy or medal, something. I just drew a dresser with a trophy on top of it. That's what you're going to put in the other window. And once again, it can be either the first or second. It doesn't make a difference. But that's going to symbolize something that they've either won or accomplished or overcome in their life. It can be having children. It could be something that really motivated you to make changes in your life. That's something that can be seen as a big accomplishment, and once again can tell you a lot about a person's character. The final step is going to be number 5, and that's for them to tell you about their biggest failure or regret. And to do this, I just draw a broken swing set. You have your swing hanging there. Maybe Dad failed at putting the swing set up and it fell apart, so that could be his biggest failure. It can also be a regret, maybe a decision you made in your life that you don't really feel confident about or that you wish you would have done differently. This one's really important because it does tell you a lot about how a person overcomes obstacles and how they're going to better any situation they're in that may not be a good one. It's really good to know that about employees. If they run into problems on the job, how they're going to fix that. Are they going to ignore it? Are they going to walk away from it? Or are they going to do something about it? If somebody has learned something from their failures in life or regrets a decision they made and has made sure that during the remainder of their life they don't make those same decisions, that tells you that they've developed and that they've learned from their mistakes. This is obviously something you want in an employee. The main purpose of the stacking method is to simply allow an employer to get a more personal and a more comfortable, less formal look at whoever they're interviewing. By doing this, you open up the employee to giving you more honest and less generic answers. You can also tell whether they're making up the responses they're giving you or if they are legitimate answers. It can also allow you to decide whether you're going to be able to have a personal relationship at work with this employee and whether they will take advantage of that or not. Depending on how they react to these questions, they may open up a little too much, and that gives you the impression that this person needs to be in a professional, strictly professional atmosphere and may not fit with your company. If they're capable of answering these questions in a personal way but can remain professional with you, it gives you the idea that you probably got yourself a pretty good applicant. I do strongly believe that this method not only creates a more comfortable interviewing process, but it also allows employers to understand applicants better and make better hiring decisions.